This is Tony Muliro. Welcome to another episode of 360 Degrees podcast. Well, in the previous episodes, we've talked about the various areas you need to look into while setting your New Year resolution. And I felt that just to make that stick and ensure that we are able to at least move a needle towards achieving our goals we've set. We need to look at the aspect of habits. What habits are going to make you achieve these goals? Because when we come to the end of the year, when assessing these goals we set for ourselves, we kind of get disappointed sometimes because we see that most of the goals we are not able to achieve, and that's why I thought it's important that we talk about habit, because habit is going to be the defining factor in us achieving these goals. And I'm not going to sit here to pretend that it's an easy thing. Even me, when I set goals, there are goals that still remain unachieved, and I think it's important because we have that shared aspect. But having habits in place, this will ensure that you achieve these goals going forward. So when you set a goal in a certain area, let's say in terms of health, exercises, you don't need to strain and you don't need to have complicated exercise regime. I basically just need to move, do something little, do do sit up, do 10 repetitions of 10 when you're beginning. It's when you want to tone down your belly fat, when you want to come up with arms or abs, you need to do just little, the minimum, as long as you're moving, and you set a schedule within which you can do that. I think that's an achievement on your end. It's a matter of coming up with those habits every other day. When you set a day, let's say a 30-day challenge, a 6-month challenge, a 1-week challenge, it's about follow through and that aspect of beginning. It's usually hard, but when you do that, you're able to make progress. If in terms of career wise, you say you're going to follow up on, let's say, call a certain friend, of course, call them, ask if there's opportunity at their place, let them know that aspect of just coming up with the habit of calling, it's a win for you. If you can do it every other day, you see you are making progress towards your goal. You get. If it is finances, you don't need to save much, just the habit. Put that 1,000, put that 500 in a saving account because you are beginning. And we are going to talk about this further, because once you've come up with enough savings, you are able to venture into other aspects of generating money for yourself. We'll talk about that later. But what I'm trying to say is you need to begin and come up with that habit. Even when I was starting, it was difficult because you have to balance between entertainment and putting money aside. So the moment you begin, it's usually hard, but once you do that, find somebody who can make you accountable in coming up with these habits, who can ensure that you follow through with them. Otherwise, you will not be able to achieve much with your goals. When you set up to do personal development in terms of reading, also make it a habit. Take one book. You can do a chapter or a few pages every other day, because it's about coming up with an habit. So from there you'll be able to read you see a book, let's say a week or a month, you get, or two. So it's for you, it's just to begin on your end. In terms of what other aspect, in terms of spirituality also, you need to come up with these practices for yourself so that you are able to become a habit on your end. going forward, because the moment you begin something and you continuously do them for days continuously, and you push yourself, you see, uh, we have this tendency of you know, we do it for a while, then you see, we get back to our normal setting. I promise you, if you're able to follow through on a challenge, like me now, I'm doing 30-day challenge of sit up, you know, as long as I'm moving my belly, I'm working around it, I think I'm good. You see, decide how many repetitions you want to do in that area.